Hi, everybody. Susan Batchelder here, and I'm here with Brian, Tony, and Ray. We are just going to share some thoughts in the moment. So here's what's happening. We're about halfway through the Limitless Chicago workshop, and we thought this would be a really good time to just stop in the moment and share on this video what brought us here to this point, maybe some reasons why we decided to show up, like Ray says, why we said yes, and just kind of what's going on. And so we're just going to, in the moment, share that. So I'm going to start with Ray because it was about 2.5 months ago, and I just reached out to him and I said, "Hey Ray, I have an idea, and I'd like to do a workshop." I honestly didn't really know how big it was going to be. I just had some specific content that I wanted to share with a group of people up close and personal. And so I brought the idea to him and he said yes. And I'm going to let him tell his part of the story from there. So can you share that, Ray?
Sure. Well, first off, when Susan had said it, I thought, man, they'll be great. Absolutely. And I had a picture of, number one, being able to meet her in person. And I thought, man, people are going to get served. That was just part of my gifting, I guess, of service to people. And I thought, man, I'm going to have a team down here. I've got a few people here that I know are hungry, not only to learn, but to grow and actually put more things in action and really find out just what the Alliance was all about, what we were doing, where we were going. And I thought this will be good information, not really expecting that I was going to have some real breakthroughs in my own self, because I was hosting. Because you host and usually you get busy with making sure people are comfortable and making sure everybody gets fed and just wanting to be a good person, a good friend, So anyway, it was more than that. And that's why I said yes. I believe there was something deeper anyway. And it was. And that's some of the things that are coming out this week. And I know anybody who plugs into this is going to experience, because we talk a lot about experience, because it's all about the experience. The people you experience, a people-to-people business. So I really don't like to talk about the vehicle as much as I know that the people I'm going to meet along the way. You never know how many degrees of separation you are from that big breakthrough that was the thing that you've been seeking for so long. And I believe that. I believe that it's through people that we meet, experiences that we have, maybe not all good, but to just break away from that and say, I'm not looking at what's good or bad anymore. I'm looking for the people that are like-minded. As Susan had said, this intelligent conversations, and I think we've had many of those. And when I say intelligent conversation, I'm not talking about some chit-chat about the weather or the political realm or things like that. I'm talking about what is real to you. Who makes you you? What makes you you? And why do you feel that? And it just brings out a depth in relationship, and it crosses the lines of business into what I believe is evolving to a new business model that I believe the internet hasn't seen. And I believe we're on the forefront of that. And that's big to me. And you could let it overwhelm you, but I just said yes to the process. And I keep saying yes to the process because I know I'm growing as a person. I know these guys are just part of that whole colorful mesh of a garment that you can look through life and you can say life is good. Life can be really good. Life can be rewarding. Life is good. And I'm just thankful to live it. This is beyond a business model, right? It's a live cell of people growing and actually experiencing a different level. And it's amazing but it's really surreal. And I think to myself, I'm on this. I get to do this. Why me? But then why not me? Why not you? And that just makes it that much more of what this is becoming. So, yeah.
That's really cool. Really
That's
cool.
the truth.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'll take a step back. Our theme this week is your greatest potential starts within. And then the possibilities are limitless. So hence Limitless Chicago workshop. And that's how it all came to be. So the work that we've done so far, and again, I'll say we're literally only halfway through the week. The work that we've done so far is to take a step, slow down, and during our workshops, technical is shut off. We're doing paperwork. We're discussing and we're writing down on paper. So starting literally from within. Who are you? What do you want? What are your struggles? What are your circumstances? And where can you go from there? Because, as Ray mentioned, the other part of our conversation, what we're working towards, is people buy for the experience. It doesn't matter whether you're buying running shoes, a car, a house, a business. People buy for the experience. They're buying the hope. They're buying the desire. They're buying the ride. They're buying the experience. So how do we present? How do we tap into that human behavior and create that conversation to direct them to the experience if we don't know who we are within the process? So when we slow down and start from where we are, figuring out where we are within that map, then we can move forward with intention, with passion, on purpose. So that's what we're here for. And that's what Ray was talking about. And it's really cool. Yeah. So I'm going to go to Brian. He just got here this afternoon. So he hasn't tapped into the full part of this process. And actually, as soon as we finish recording this video, we're going to get back to work on that. So Brian, why did you say yes? What are you doing here? And why are you so excited?
What?
And by the way, I am so excited to meet you.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. Thank you. For me, I needed to get a new direction where my life turns a corner to turn into the right direction. And I've found that I've seen types and shadows of that through the community that is in the Alliance. And I knew I needed to tap into something that would give me a new life, new direction, and new hope, and a love and a passion for something that would take me to a level of life that I've never experienced before. And through Ray, through you, Tammy, and Susan and Tammy, through the Alliance, everything that everybody's done. And like I said earlier, the development of new friends in a friendship takes you to a level of trust where you could speak to someone and share your heart, okay, and share your thoughts. And it's been a while. I mean, you asked me earlier, take a look at your magic carpet, and I saw that, and it blew me away. There's so many things on there that I had never, ever addressed in my life before. And there's some things that I saw on that whiteboard or that paper you had where I told you I don't want to address those, but I will. Now that I will, people throw things under the carpet in their lives so they don't have to address them, right? Because they're afraid to face themselves. Mm-hmm. And for so long, you're afraid to face yourself because that's a weakness, not a strength, and you don't want to face that weakness, but it's there. But you have to address it so it becomes a past part of your life. Exactly. And I knew I needed that. There's nowhere to go to get this. Nowhere, okay? And I knew I would find something here. Something in my heart told me, whatever I do, I've got to be here. Whatever it takes, okay, I've got to be here, okay? Why? Because it's going to literally change my heart, spirit, soul, my mind, okay, on the things that I've done in the past that I don't ever want to do again. Because I've found that there is nothing good in the past. I have to overcome all of that and live a new life and find a direction in my new life. And you, Susan, challenged me to face the reality of my old self and say goodbye to that and say hello to the new life. And you have laid down a pattern, kind of like a tapestry of thoughts and ideas and helpful hints of this is what you need to focus on. I wish we had it here, but you need to work on this first before we start talking about money. And let me say this, part of my problem in my life was I would focus on money. I need to earn money. What do I need? I can work hard. It's not a problem. I wasn't focusing on my mind and the development of me first. And you're taking me in a whole new direction. And you're taking me by the hand and you're guiding me, okay? And you know what? I could see it. It's a love that you have to be able to help people, because I know it's not easy, but that's why I said yes, because I heard that while we were all talking about what that was all about. And you know what? This revolutionizing me. And I know that through my success, it'll bless everyone else here, and I'll be able to share it with others.
Absolutely.
And that's the whole thing, and the money will come.
That's right.
So I have to change my focus, and I know this is going to happen, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm excited. And I'm blessed to be here. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. I just want to clarify one thing. Brian, you're not new to business, are you?
No.
How many years have you been running your own business successfully?
I've had my own business for over 30 years.
There we go.
And never, ever, ever had I had the help of a community. Some help of family. Okay, now that's a whole different ballgame. But help of community that has experienced things within the business, within the industry that I'm in now, to help me sidestep any landmine that might be out there.
Exactly.
Okay, to trip you up and say, don't go that way, come this way. We know because we've been there,
right,
to help you through that. And so, those 30 plus years of running a business, yeah, blood, sweat, and tears, okay? And people think because you were in your own business, okay, that you haven't made. No, you're working 24/7, no matter what. You're always on what's going on in that company or the companies that I had. And it was a continual care that you would take on, okay? Whether it was for your family, for your well-being, or for the employees, or for the company itself. And it was pretty stressful, okay? And within this industry here, now I have a community of people that if I need some help or I have a question, I can make a phone call or I can do a Skype chat and say, hey, what do I do here? And someone will have the answer. And it doesn't matter if it's a business or it's in a mindset. And I was sharing with Ray earlier, what's really amazing is this, that I'm not the only one that has those goofy thoughts about some things sometimes. It's kind of like a common thread. And I'm like, hey, there are people here that can help you through that goofy thought. Okay, and it's got nothing to do with the business. It's just that thought that comes against you. And it's like, I don't want to have that thought. What do I need to do? Why am I getting that thought? Why? And being in business, there's always there's a fear that hits you. It grips you, a fear of failure. Okay, a fear of and that it disables you. Okay, and it literally, if you allow it, it literally will disable you to function correctly at a level where you need to be to do your business and handle your life and your family and everything else that comes along with it properly, because your thinking is skewed. Okay, so the thing about community here in this community that we have here, okay, helps alleviate that. I'm not saying that doesn't come in. I said it helps alleviate that a lot faster.
That's powerful. Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Sure. Tony, so you also said yes.
Yes.
And you went through the workshop that we did last evening. So I would like you to give us feedback on those two things. Why did you say yes? Why are you here? And what did you get out of last night's workshop?
Okay, thank you. Let's see. Why am I here? And the reason I said yes was because of chaos. That's what my life was. And I can say was because it's not that way right now. From being here and moving forward and, joining the Alliance, it has calmed down. And what I learned from yesterday, I'm becoming grounded. That was what I picked up from yesterday. And not saying that, and the reason I say chaos is because I'm a very feeling kind of person. If you guys have seen me anywhere, I'm full of energy bouncing around, and that's just me. I get on my kids' nerves. But I like that. I like the high energy. I like the feeling I get from other people, being with other people, and I love sharing and giving. That's my motive. That's how I operate, and that's just it. But previously, because of some things that were going on in my life, health issues and work issues, I was taking a lot of hits personally, emotionally, physically, and I was tired of it. And I no longer want to say yes to, I'm not feeling well. I'm not doing well. I don't know what I'm going to do about income. That was no longer the direction I want to be in. I want to be in the position I'm in now, saying yes to positive. And I saw that opportunity here. And that is what I did. Jumped right in, both feet off into the deep end.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know how to swim, really. I don't. But I can float like a mug. I'm telling you, I'm doing it. And eventually I'm going to get the strokes right.
Yeah.
And everybody can learn. We've got a ton of lifeguards here. They can teach you how to do the breaststroke, the fly stroke, or whatever those things are called, and everybody will win. All gold medals all around. You just have to show up and step in. The water's good here.
On the theme of water, there's that beautiful quote, and it's on my list of favorite quotes. Alone we are a drop, and together we are an ocean.
That's good. That is good.
And I'll end it with that. Thank you for watching, and get back with whoever shared this video with you and figure out how to get to the next workshop.